All right, friends, it's 4:30. We'll go ahead and get started. My name's Haley. I will be guiding you through your 60-minute vinyasa this afternoon with the wonderful Madewell virtual yoga studio. So today's practice I'm pretty excited about. We're going to be getting into Birds of Paradise. One of my favorite poses. It's just such a beautiful, elegant pose, and it can also be very challenging. So we're going to be working through some poses to prep the body for that part of our class. So today we're going to get started lying on our backs in Shavasana. Feet to the top of your mat, head towards the back of your mat. Oh, and I also wanted to mention, if you have these, you might want a one block and a strap available for today's practice. If you don't have one or the other, that's okay. If you have a sweat towel that gives you some length like this one, grab a sweat towel. But it might be helpful to grab at least one of these. It will help us for when we get into Birds of Paradise today. All right, let's go ahead and lie all the way down on the back. Getting comfortable, extending the legs out long, arms by the sides. So let the feet fall open, relax through your legs. Maybe walk the shoulder blades down your back. Taking a few big breaths in and out of the nose as you begin to close your eyes. And if you're joining us now, or if you're joining us later, allow yourself permission to fully arrive to the four corners of your mat. Whatever you're feeling today, just know that it is safe to arrive the way you are, right here, right now. Allowing yourself to just be. Release the mental checklist, to-do lists. They're going to be there when you step off of your mat. Just go ahead and give yourself a mental image of just pushing that checklist off to the side, putting it in a box, sealing it up, throwing it off to the side, let it go. Returning to your body. And just notice your backside body here for a moment, how it presses up against the mat. Notice the sensation of the clothes against your skin. Bringing some more awareness to your breath. Every inhale, notice the belly rise. And as you exhale, notice the belly as it softens down. Keeping your eyes closed, we'll move the mind's eye to the crown of the head. Doing a full body scan here, we'll travel from the crown of the head across the forehead, over the bridge of the nose, over the lips and the chin, down the front of the neck into the collarbones, through the shoulders, down the biceps to the elbows, down the forearms, moving through your palms into each finger, your thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Drawing the awareness back to the top of the spine. We'll continue the journey down one vertebrae after another, circling around the ribs once, continuing down till we reach the hips, moving through the thighs to the knees, down the shins to your heels, over the arches of the feet, into the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and your pinky toe. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Maybe envision your lungs as you take a deep breath in through the nose, taking up as much air as you can, holding it at the top. And an open mouth exhale, sigh to release. Another slow, steady breath in. And an open mouth exhale. One more deep inhale. Pause at the top. Sigh it out. Begin to gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Rock the head side to side. Keep the hands up overhead. Inhale. Nice long body stretch. Maybe arch the back. As you exhale, excuse me, I had to yawn. Knees up into your chest. Grab onto your shins. Rock side to side. Plant both of your feet down. And knees are staying bent here. Feet are about hips width distance. Let's just windshield wiper the legs left. Maybe tapping the mat. Inhale through center. And exhale over to the right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale. Do that 2 more times on your own, right and left. As you bring the knees back through center, feel your low back press down into the mat. Finding a little bit of core activation here. And once you reach the second set on your left, we'll just come back through center here. Left leg is going to go long. Inhale, right knee up into your chest. Interlace the fingers around the leg. Maybe roll around the hip, take a few circles. Squeeze the knee into your armpit. Reach the right hand down, grab the outer edge of the right foot, half happy baby. Pull the foot down. Keep the navel drawing in towards your spine. Breathe. On your exhale, slowly release. We'll extend the right leg long on the mat. Inhale, left knee up into your chest, interlace around the shin, and take some circles through the hip socket on this side. Squeeze knee to armpit. Left hand reaches down, grab the outer edge of the foot. Half happy baby. Exhale, release the left foot down. Press the low back into the mat, engage your core. Inhale, both of your knees come up as we prepare for dead bug pose. You can wiggle out your hips a little bit if you need to here. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the low back here. Not the low back, the low neck. We want our shins parallel to the mat. We're going to do some crunches here. So I want you to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to bring the right elbow over towards the left knee. Try not to move your legs. We really want to focus on the twist, lifting the torso up, really engaging the core. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist left elbow towards left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. 3 more. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Inhale, knees to chest, maybe rock side to side. Now we're going to come into, we're going to find ourselves on our belly. There's a few ways to get there. You can roll over to your right or left, press yourself to seated, and just come down onto your belly. Or you can rock and roll the length of your spine. You're going to cross the ankles, pop your heels back to plank, lower down, or roll over the ankles to tabletop and lower all the way down. Yogi's choice, but we're all going to meet belly down on the mat. We're going to bring the arms out. Well, we're going to extend the left arm out first, actually. Right hand plants underneath your shoulder. Bend your right knee. Roll over onto your left side for broken wing pose. Left ear rests on your mat. Try to get your left palm flat as you can to the mat. Maybe press the left palm into the floor. Get some resistance there. You want to take the right hand back behind you, maybe reach for the left if you can do that. I'm not quite there. I think I'm close though. Switching to the other side, inhale, right arm out, roll onto your belly. Left hand underneath left shoulder. As you exhale, bend the left knee. Drop the foot back behind you. Release the right ear to the mat. And if bringing the foot behind you feels like a lot, you can also just stack the legs here. Last inhale. Exhale onto your belly. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Inhale, press, tabletop. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet. Maybe sway the hips side to side. And then just find some stillness in down dog. Take a look forward at your hands. Palms are about shoulders width, pointer fingers straight forward. You really want to press into that L shape between the pointer finger and your thumb. Armpits rotating in together towards each other. Gaze at your big toes. Heels reaching towards the mat. It's okay if they don't touch. Take a bend through your knee, lift your tail. Feel the decompression through the spine. Gaze forward. We're going to take the right foot, step it forward between the hands. Back knee is going to lower down, untuck the back toes. Bring your hands, interlace your fingers at the top of your right thigh for a low lunge. Exhale, sink the hips down and low. Soften the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, half splits. You can drop your hands down to the mat as your right leg goes nice and straight. Lift the right toes. If you want to give yourself a little extra room, scoot that right heel farther forward. If you push the front heel forward, drop back again. Come back into your low lunge. Lift the heart forward, drop the shoulders down. We're going to move with the breath a few times here through our low lunge to half splits. So inhale, lift the heart forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, half splits. Keep your hands forward, framing the front foot. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Last one, inhale, low lunge. And exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. We're going to take the left foot and swivel it to the right edge of the mat. Rise into a modified version of gate pose, shoulders over hips. We're going to take the hands behind the nape of the neck and interlace our fingers here. All right, we're going to do some side body crunches. So take an inhale first. Exhale, right elbow towards your right knee. Try to keep your heart lifted, left ribs spiraling back. Inhale, rise, shoulders over hips. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch. Maybe lift your gaze as you exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale to crunch. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Release the right hand down inside of your right foot. Also a great opportunity here for that block to lift the floor to you. And we're going to reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. If your hand's down on the mat and you notice your chest is falling inward, you might need to give yourself some more space. Grab that block or forearm to thigh. From here, we're going to take the left forearm, wrap it behind the low back. Try to see if you can tuck those left fingers into your right hip crease. If you want to go for the full bind, right hand is going to reach under right thigh and try to grab the left hand. Now, this is where that strap or the block will come in handy. We're getting ready for that bird of paradise here. So if you have the strap, you're going to wrap it around your right hand first. You're going to wrap it around, actually, you're going to wrap it around your left hand first. That's going to make it easier. Wrap it around the left hand, swing your left arm behind you. Right hand is going to reach down and grab the rope. Just a couple more breaths. On your exhale, rise shoulders over hips. Release that strap if you have it. Arms are going to come out to a T. Inhale. Exhale, modified side plank. Left hand is going to drop down to the mat. Adjust your right foot so that leg goes straight. And let's reach those right fingertips up overhead. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, circle sweep the hands all the way back to the top of the mat. Frame your front foot. We're gonna walk that right foot out towards the edge of the mat so your right hand is inside of right foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee for this version of a runner's lunge, but with lizard legs. And maybe just bend and straighten that front leg here. Work the hips around in circles. Permission to move freely. Coming back through stillness, setting up for horizon lunge. Your left hand is directly underneath your left shoulder. You might even scoot it out to the left a little bit more. We're going to roll to the outer edges with the right and left foot. Right hand can sweep up overhead. You can bring the right hand to your right hip. Maybe reach the right fingers to the back of the mat. And again, you might just sway your hips forward and back. Bounce the hips up and down. Inhale, circle sweep the right arm all the way back to the top of your mat. Find a runner's lunge. Exhale, step it back to plank. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Left foot steps forward, back knee lowers, and tuck the toes. Hands will come to the top of your left leg, interlace. You might just close your eyes here as you settle in. Notice where you're holding any tension, maybe through the jaw, maybe the shoulders. Allow your exhale to melt that tension away. Exhale, lower the hands down to your mat. Press your hips back, half splits. If you need that extra room, front heel pushes forward. Sending your breath into that left hamstring. Maybe rolling the left toes right and left. Draw the heel back. Set the left foot down. Both hands frame the front foot. Take an inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, splits. Again, inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale through your splits. Inhale back to low lunge. Swivel your right foot towards the left edge of your mat this time. Rise shoulders over hips. And make any adjustments to your foundation that you need. Left heel under left knee. Setting up for those crunches, interlace the fingers behind the nape of your neck. Take an inhale, draw the navel to spine. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Three more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch. Last two. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Left hand drops down to the mat or a block. Option for forearm to thigh. Right fingers reach towards the sky. Lift your gaze. Keep the back of your left arm pressing to the inside of your left thigh. Use that as leverage to spiral open through your right ribs. Exhale, right forearm behind low back. If you want to take the bind on this side and you want to use your strap, first you take the strap, wrap it around your right hand. Right arm, find your forearm wrap. Left hand's going to reach down, grab the strap. Try to make the rope nice and tight as you grab it. So you want as little distance between your hands as you can manage here. This is going to help once we get into bird. That's going to help you lift your leg. Last inhale. Exhale, rise. Release the strap if you have it. Bring your arms out to a T. Exhale, right hand down, modified side plank. Left fingers overhead, getting nice and long through the left side body. Inhale. Exhale, circle sweep the hands all the way back to the top of your mat. Walk the left toes out, left hand inside of left foot. Back toes tuck, lift the right knee. And again, free movement here, bend and straighten through the front leg. Move the hips around in circles. Preparing for that horizon lunge, begin rolling to the outer edges of both of your feet. Left hand to left hip, fingertips to sky, or left hand reaching back behind you. Notice if you're sinking into the right shoulder. Press the mat up and away. Inhale, left fingers to sky. Exhale, drop the left hand down to the mat to frame your left foot. Step it back to plank. On your next exhale, we lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale through your downward facing dog. Go ahead and lower down to your knees. Take a child's pose. Giving yourself permission to rest. A few more breaths here. All together, let's take our last deep inhale in child's pose. And then open mouth sigh. Inhale, tabletop pose. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Couple breaths in down dog before we move into our flow. We're going to take it 2 to 3 times, just depending on time. The first time around, we are going to take it slower just to get familiar with the poses. Familiarize your body with what feels good and where. Second time around, we're going to flow with the breath. Third time around, we're going to flow with the breath, and then we are going to get ourselves into our wonderful bird of paradise. Before we get started, let's take a deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale. All right. Inhale, lift that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, right toes towards the right fingertips. Pivot the back heel down. Inhale, rise, warrior one, hands overhead. As you exhale, see if you can get a little bit deeper in that front knee. Pinkies drawing in towards each other. If your back heel is lifted or the edge of your back foot is lifting, see if you can press down into the knife edge of that foot. Engage your left quad. See if you can push your front left hip a little bit more forward while drawing the right hip farther back. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind the low back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, punch your back heel, lift your heart, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, humble warrior, bow inside of the front leg. Right shoulder inside of right knee. Try to keep your palms together, pressing. Eyes open as you gaze towards your left heel. Swivel your right hip towards the back of the room. Release the bind. Inhale, slow rise, crescent A. Your back heel is going to lift high on the ball of the back foot. Exhale to sink into that front knee. Maybe a bend through the back knee too, helping to neutralize through your pelvis. We're going to take 5 lunges here. So inhale first. Exhale, back knee lowers. Maybe you tap the mat. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, lower, tap. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job. Inhale, crescent. Step forward. Fierce pose. Feel your toes lift as you press into your heels. Squeeze your thighs together and feel as though you're pressing your feet apart. Bring your hands down to heart center. Take an inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, left elbow hooks your right thigh, prayer twist. Bringing your hands to the center of your sternum. Gazing down at your knees, notice if your left knee is jutting forward. Bring it back in line with your right. Hips sink a little bit lower, navel draws in, feel the twist. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Exhale, lower the arms down. Pause here. Maybe close the eyes. Right. Inhale, fingertips back to sky. Exhale, flying crescent. You're going to step your left toes all the way to the back of the mat. Palms face down. Torso is 45 degrees. Take off the back toes. We're going to inhale, circle sweep the arms open to star pose. Toes out, heels in. And as you exhale, goddess squat, hands come through heart. Walk your feet out left and right. Maybe widen your stance if you need to, just a little bit, not too much. You might bounce up and down here. Feel your knees pressing out. Inner thighs engaging. And find some stillness just for a few breaths. Inhale, warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm back, adjusting the feet here. Gaze over front fingers. One nice long line of energy running from the front fingers to the back. Back leg is strong and straight as you sink a little bit more forward. Inhale here. Exhale, side angle or modified side angle. Remember, you have the block if you need it. We want those left ribs spiraling back. Heart is nice and open. On your exhale, left forearm wraps behind the low back. If you want to take a bind this round, we have some time here. But I really want you to focus on scooping your pelvis under. So if you notice your butt kind of poking out behind you, think about scooping your pelvis under, really engaging your glutes here. Couple more breaths. Release the bind if you have it. Inhale, left fingers to sky. Exhale, both hands down to frame the front foot. Step it back to plank, option to vinyasa, or go straight to down dog. Down dog is where we meet. Same thing, left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. Rise, fingers overhead. Making any little adjustments you need on this side. Feel length through the sides of your neck. Get a little bit lower. Inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, bind low back. Inhale, punch towards your right heel. Exhale, humble warrior. Few breaths here. Release the bind. Inhale, crescent A, back heel lifts. Exhale, sink into the front knee. Drop the hips low. Moving through those lunges once more on this side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower the back knee, tap the mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Last two. Inhale. Exhale. Final one. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, step forward, fierce pose, toes touching. Sink your hips low. Bring your hands to heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist. Right elbow hooks left knee. Knees are in one line. So lift all 10 toes. Drop your hips a bit lower. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale the arms down. Inhale, sweep the fingers to sky. Exhale, flying crescent, right toes step all the way back. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess squat. If you want to take your hands to the inner thighs, maybe do some shoulder dips. Inhale, warrior two. Adjusting your feet here. Pressing your glutes forward. Back leg squeezes straight. And exhale to side angle. Side angle your way on this round. Finding the bind if you want it. Or just a wrap behind the low back. Slowly release your bind. Inhale, right fingers to sky. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step the left foot back to plank. Option to vinyasa. Downward facing dog. All right, down dogs. We're going to take that round. This time we're moving with the breath. So some things are going to be taken out. We won't be holding poses for as long. If my breath cues are not landing for you, please take the practice at your pace. Before we start, take a deep breath in and an audible sigh out. All right. Inhale, right foot lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to bind. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, crescent A, lift the back heel. Exhale, fierce pose, left foot steps forward, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, right elbow hooks left knee. Inhale, rise through mountain. Exhale, arms by the sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, left toe step back, flying crescent pose. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess, hands to heart. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, runner's lunge, both hands to mat. Exhale, step it back, flow. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bind. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, humble. Inhale, crescent A. Exhale, fierce pose, hands to heart. Left elbow hooks right knee twist. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to side. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, right toe step back, flying crescent. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two, front of the mat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, plank. Take your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. You have 5 breaths here. Take a child's pose if you need it. Next round, we're moving with the breath, and then we have time in Bird of Paradise to practice. Just a few more breaths. If you're in child's pose, make your way back to down dog. Final push, and then we get to be in this beautiful Bird of Paradise. All right, inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bind. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, humble. Inhale, crescent A. Exhale, fierce, hands to heart. Right elbow hooks left knee. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, left toes step back, flying crescent. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess, hands to heart. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. And we pause here. All right, so here's where we get into our bird. You're gonna take your left forearm, wrap it behind the low back. Now, if you have your bind without the strap, you're gonna reach your right hand under and get a firm grip on your left hand. You wanna spiral your left ribs open, try to open your heart as much as you can. Engage through your abdominals, your obliques. Try to lift your torso off that right thigh. Your legs are working a lot right now, okay? You're gonna take your back foot, heel toe it in, step it forward, step it forward so your left toes meet the right, okay? Now you're gonna pause here. I'm gonna step the left foot back. For those of us using a strap, you're gonna wrap the strap around your left forearm, swing it back behind you. Right hand reaches down, grabs the strap. Wrap your right hand around the strap, get it as tight as you can bear it, okay? Once you have that, same thing. You're gonna gaze down, step the left foot forward to meet your right. We're all high on the ball of the right foot right now. So from here, I want you to come to your right toes. It's not only your arms pulling you up, it's a lot of this left leg that's doing the work here. See if you can float your right toes, and then see if you can continue to rise to stand, shoulders over hips. Now, a little trick here if you're having trouble getting your toes off the ground. Take this block. I'm going to turn to face you all. So I want you to take the block and you're going to place it right underneath your right shoulder. I want you to try to lift your foot and set your toes on top of the block. And maybe you're just here. That's okay. There's a lot going on in this pose. Left leg strength, core is working, balance on top of all that, breath. Can't forget about the breath. And maybe none of that is working out today. Today, maybe we're just hanging out in this side angle with a nice forearm wrap. That's okay too. You're finding what works best for your body. You're working with it. I'm going to give you about 3 more breaths to play in this bird of paradise. And once you're finished, we're all going to meet in a downward facing dog. Because we have one more side to do before we cool it down. All right, downward facing dog. Let's do it. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bind. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, humble. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, fierce, hands to heart. Left elbow hooks right knee. Inhale, fierce. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands by your sides. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, right toes step back, flying crescent. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. And we set up for bird on this side. So if you know where you're going, please feel free to move along. We have our strap and our block available. So if you're using the strap, you're gonna first wrap it around your right hand. Swing the strap back behind you, get back into your side angle. Left hand is gonna reach under, grab the strap, wrap it around, get it tight. Once you have it, gaze down and forward. Heel toe your back foot in to meet the left. Okay, so if you're using the block is underneath your left foot, or you're lifting your left foot, setting it on the block. Try to lift your heel. Come to the tips of your left toes, feeling the weight shift into your right foot. Cover the left toes, and then you slowly begin to rise. Maybe your left leg extends. You have about 5 more breaths here. You can play around with your bird. If you want to try something different, you take the strap away. Try it without the strap. If you never do it with a strap, maybe you try it with the strap. Maybe you've never done the block trick. This was actually new for me. I thought it was pretty cool to use the block in your bird. It definitely helps get that sensation of the foot floating and putting more weight in your right foot. So all different kinds of ways to play in our bird. All right, when you're finished, when you feel finished on that side, let's go ahead and make our way into down dog. So you can take your final Shavasana. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog. I'm going to set up for pigeon on the right side. So just bring your right knee forward towards your wrist. Extend the back toes along the mat. Block can come under that right hip if that feels good. We'll just lower all the way down. Finding our pigeon pose. Noticing if the mind starts to wander away. Return to your breath. Your breath is your anchor to the present moment. Your breath is always there to guide you back to yourself. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Gently press yourself up and out of your pigeon on this side. We're going to meet in pigeon on the left. If you want to take your pigeon through wild thing before you switch over to the left, just to reverse that hip, take it. When you're ready, you'll flip your pigeon, flip back from wild thing and find pigeon on your left side. Few more breaths here. Last breath in. Big exhale. Gently pressing yourself up out of pigeon. Taking wild thing if you did on the other side. Don't want to knock my plants over here, so no wild thing for me on this side. All right, let's go ahead and drop the knees down. Cross your ankles, roll over your heels. And just bring your hips towards the center of your mat. Knees bent, fingers reaching forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower one vertebrae after another, all the way down to the mat. Once you arrive, just gently windshield your knees left and right. Bring your heels in a little bit closer. We're going to go ahead and drop the knees over to the left. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can take your left ankle and place it on top of your right knee. That'll deepen the stretch a bit more. You can even go further. Right hand reaches down, grabs the right foot. That feels accessible. Big breath in. Long breath out. Let the left ankle slide off the right knee. Gently bring your knees back through center and over to the right. Place the right ankle on top of your left knee. Left hand can reach down and grab the left foot. Give yourself a deep breath in. Slow exhale. Right ankle slides off the knee. Gently bring your knees in towards center. Let's bring the knees up into the chest. Grab onto your shins. Give yourself a nice rock side to side. And then gently extend your legs long out on your mat, arms by your sides. Hands can rest down next to you, or maybe you rest both of your palms on top of your belly, just on top of your solar plexus, the space just above your belly and just below your ribs. Peak is coming over. And for loves, he peaks. Close your eyes. Wiggle your shoulders down beneath you. Let the feet relax. Let the arms relax. Soften your jaw. Let your lips part slightly. Allow yourself to be fully present for these final few moments of class, our Shavasana. Yogis, we will be ending our practice in Shavasana today. The beauty of practice from home, you can take a nice nap. You joined us today. Thank you so much. It's always an honor to guide you through your practice. My name's Haley. I hope to see you next time. Namaste.